What makes a legend like Michael Jackson forget a brand new Rolls-Royce? That's the question that takes us inside the walls of Neverland Ranch. Once sold for $22 million, yet still hiding secrets worth far more. There are places that are not just buildings. They are memories. Memories of dreams, laughter, secrets, and even ghosts. And perhaps none represents all of this better than Neverland, the legendary mansion of Michael Jackson. Today, it's officially known as Sycamore Valley Ranch, valued at around $22 million. But for those who truly know its story, that number means nothing. What really holds value there is silence. The kind of silence that echoes where once there was music, laughter, and the tireless energy of the most famous artist on earth. In this story, you'll step with me inside Michael Jackson's abandoned mansion to see what it looked like, what happened to each room, and why the world still talks about the mysterious ghost of a Rolls-Royce in the garage. If you, like us, are fascinated by stories of extreme luxury and the downfall of celebrities, then you're in the right place. Subscribe now so you won't miss the next chapter in this series, where we reveal more multi-million-dollar empires left behind. It all began in 1988. Michael Jackson was at the absolute peak of fame. After Thriller Bad and a string of record-breaking tours, he was the most recognizable man alive. But behind the lights, he was exhausted, hunted by cameras, trapped by fame, and unable to walk freely anywhere in the world. When he discovered a ranch in Los Olivos, California, he was captivated. The property, with its rolling hills, lakes, and ancient oaks, looked like something out of a fairy tale. Built in 1982 by magnate William Bone in the French Normandy style, it had turrets, steep roofs, and the look of a European castle. Jackson bought it for about $17 million, but he didn't want just a house. He wanted a refuge for his soul. He named it Neverland, after the mythical place where children never grow up. It was his dream made real. Within months, Neverland had transformed into another world, a private amusement park with a Ferris wheel, carousel, roller coaster, zoo, cinema, and even a train station named Neverland Valley. Michael wanted every corner to feel magical, not just for himself, but for every child who visited. It was his way of recreating the childhood that fame had stolen. Inside, the mansion was a masterpiece. Covering nearly 12,000 square feet, it featured 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a library, curved staircases, stone fireplaces, and stained glass windows. There was a 50-seat private movie theater, a luxurious guest house, a heated pool, and a full recording studio. Everything fit for a king, the king of pop. The gardens were tended by a full-time crew. There were stone bridges over ponds, flowered pathways, fountains, and fairy tale statues. The sound of children's laughter mixed with birdsong and music that floated through hidden speakers. Neverland became a living legend. For some, it was paradise. For others, an extravagant fantasy. But for Michael, it was the only place he could truly be himself. He welcomed friends, artists, and families, often inviting children from charities to spend weekends there. He hosted movie nights and picnics. At Neverland, time really did seem to stop. But like every fairy tale, the magic would eventually fade. In 2003, the documentary Living with Michael Jackson by journalist Martin Bashir changed everything. The cameras showed the singer walking around Neverland with children, explaining his ideas of innocence and friendship. The world saw something else. The reaction was explosive. Accusations spread, headlines flared, and the place that once symbolized fantasy became a symbol of scandal. In 2005, after a long and public trial, Michael Jackson was acquitted. But the acquittal couldn't erase the scars. Neverland went from being a refuge to a haunted reminder. After the verdict, he never slept there again. The property was maintained only by staff. The rides rusted, the animals were relocated, and laughter vanished. Neverland, once the playground of a genius, became a monument to loneliness. Behind the scenes, Michael's finances were collapsing. Legal costs, canceled tours, and luxury spending had buried him in debt. In 2008, he transferred partial ownership of Neverland to Colony Capital in an attempt to save it. But it was too late. On June 25, 2009, the world stopped. Michael Jackson was gone. Neverland was left orphaned, its gates closed, its story unfinished. Time, which once seemed to stand still there, finally began to move again. Aerial footage showed immaculate rooftops, empty gardens, and the golden Neverland sign fading under dust. From the outside, it was still beautiful. Inside, it was an echo of another era. In 2015, Neverland was listed for sale under a new name, Sycamore Valley Ranch. The goal was clear: erase the past. The asking price? $100 million. But no one wanted it. The price dropped to $67 million, then $31, until finally, in December 2020, billionaire Ron Burkle, a longtime associate of the Jackson family, bought it for $22 million. It was the end of a cycle. The house that once symbolized eternal youth now stood as a discounted relic of fame. An empire of memories sold for less than a quarter of its original worth. For the ultra-wealthy, even abandonment has a price. Visiting Neverland today feels like stepping through Alice's mirror. Everything is in place, but the soul is gone. The main house remains immaculate. Polished floors, marble fireplaces, chandeliers, heavy drapes. Yet something feels different. The furniture has changed, the vibrant colors are gone, and every room feels like a stage waiting for a forgotten story. Recent photos show the private theater intact, rows of leather seats lined up beneath a dusty screen. The pool still reflects the California sky. The train station stands restored, but stripped of its Peter Pan figures. Outside, the Ferris wheel no longer moves. Neverland today is a paradox. Luxury preserved, spirit erased. It's not ruined. It's frozen in perfection. And that's what makes it haunting. And what about the mysterious Rolls-Royce left behind? Since Michael's death, rumors and videos have circulated claiming that one of his Rolls-Royce cars was abandoned in Neverland's garage. Some images show luxury vehicles covered in dust, but none are verified. There's no official record of any car left there after the sale. Still, there's truth in the myth. Michael Jackson owned several Rolls-Royce cars throughout his life, many custom-made. One of the most famous was a 1999 Silver Seraph with gold accents, showcased at memorabilia exhibitions. Others appeared in his music videos and public appearances. The myth of the forgotten Rolls-Royce endures because it's too poetic to die. It represents what Michael left behind: luxury without purpose, fame without peace, beauty without joy. Whether real or imagined, the Rolls-Royce has become a symbol of excess turned silent, a ghost of glamour haunting the world's most famous home. Neverland was never just a house. It was a metaphor for time, success, and solitude. Michael built a fortress to escape the real world, a place where time would obey him. But the same walls that protected him also trapped him. His paradise became his prison. Every marble wall, every train track, every statue in the garden tells part of his biography. The stolen childhood, the unstoppable fame, the isolation, and finally, the forgetting. Today, Neverland stands as a museum of a soul, a monument to an artist who tried to freeze time and lost to it, like we all do. Today, Neverland, or Sycamore Valley Ranch, officially belongs to Ron Burkle. He keeps it private, occasionally renting it for events and film shoots. Some rumors suggest it could one day become a museum, but nothing is confirmed. The clock tower still keeps time. The gates still shimmer with golden designs. The lake still reflects the Californian sunset. But without Michael, it's all just scenery. The sound that fills the air now is the wind through the trees. Nature has taken over as storyteller, whispering the memories of a man who once danced among the oaks in a white jacket. Every corner holds a trace: the Victorian train station, the ornate gates, the weathered Peter Pan statue gazing into the distance. Everything feels frozen in the moment Michael walked away. Looking at Neverland now, it's impossible not to think about the price of dreams. Michael spent millions trying to recreate the childhood he never had. He turned his home into a universe of color, sound, and innocence. But, like every fantasy, Neverland came with a cost: financial, emotional, and spiritual. The greatest-selling artist in history lived surrounded by beauty, yet never found peace. The mansion, now valued at $22 million, stands as proof of an impossible pursuit: to buy happiness. With each passing year, Neverland looks less like a home and more like a lesson. Not every castle brings comfort. Not every king lives happy. The ghost of the Rolls-Royce still lingers, not as a real car, but as a symbol. It embodies everything Michael tried to preserve: the brilliance, the innocence, the illusion of control over time. But time won, and now, that ghost drifts silently through the corridors, reminding us that even the most famous man on earth could not outrun impermanence. If Neverland teaches us anything, it's that no empire lasts forever. The place where time once stopped is now just a dot on the map, silent and forgotten. The gardens are still green, the clock still turns, and the windows still reflect the golden California sky. But the laughter is gone. The music has faded. The mansion that once held magic and controversy now holds only memory. The true value of Neverland isn't its $22 million price tag or its perfect architecture. It's the story it tells of genius, loneliness, and the eternal attempt to return to childhood. Michael Jackson built an escape from reality, and in doing so, he built a myth. In the end, reality caught up. Maybe the Rolls-Royce is just a legend, but the ghost of Michael Jackson, that still lingers. Every time someone plays his music, every time his name is whispered, the echo of Neverland comes alive again. Because Neverland was never just a place. It was a mirror. And when we look into it, we still see the boy who wanted to fly and became trapped in his own dream. Now tell us what you think. Do you believe the Rolls-Royce was really left behind? Share your theory in the comments below. If you've watched this far, you're clearly a true fan of celebrity stories. Check out the next video right here on the card. It's worth watching. And remember, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and for more stories like this, subscribe to Top Celebrities and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching and see you next time.